Customer states change oil light is on.
I'm really sorry. I'm sorry.
What are you sorry for?
So many things. I don't know. It's hard to choose.
Pretty simple. We're gonna get our oil bucket here. We're gonna find our 15 mil wrench. We're gonna find the bolt here. Put the wrench on the right way. I'm just gonna crack it. So here's the messy part. If you wanna put gloves on, you can do that. But it's not really that bad. Just get in here. Have you some paper towels ready. Push inboard when you are squeezing this. Truck's been sitting just a little bit, so the oil's warm, but it's not hot anymore. So pretty low chance of burning myself here. I'm gonna go over the top here. And I'm pushing in while I'm doing this. I'm spinning out. And it's going to squirt way out here, so make sure your bucket is kind of like almost under the control arm here. Keep it in the hole there. You just want to start it nice and gentle until it starts flowing real good. There we go. Get this guy back in here without dropping it in the oil. That would be tragic. My hands are all clean still. I'll wipe this off a little bit. Pull the bucket out. $15 mil back on here. Just snug. We don't need to reef on it. I just want to make sure all the oil's off of there. I don't get a puddle in the driveway. There you go. Wanted to show you guys on my truck how I've got it set up. So this is a little Fram attachment. I will put a link to one down below. Basically, this cap here is just kind of an extra safety precaution for dust and debris and whatnot. And that just keeps the crud out. And I've got this rubber hose here I keep in my little cabinet in the garage. What it does is when you screw it onto it, the little spring up inside there pushes on the inside of this and the oil leaks out. So I'm not going to do that, leak the oil out just yet, but basically you just screw this guy on and then you can kind of keep the end of the hose in the bucket. So pretty solid way of doing it. There's some other ones I'll link below that's like a valve. You can kind of turn the valve here. The only issue that I have with the valves is anybody that wants to be a jerk can literally just come out of your truck and flip the valve and drain all your oil without you knowing it. So not a fan, but I do like these Fram ones with the cap. I'm convinced that there was a meeting, the GM and Isuzu back in the day, that said, where is the least convenient spot we can put an oil filter? You know, right on top of the frame sounds like a really great spot. What do you guys think? And they decided to put this imminent crash early detection system in here, and thought that would be a great idea. The oil pours out right here. This little stupid thing that doesn't hardly work, and causes all sorts of issues, all sorts of mess. So we're gonna see what we can do here to get this filter out of here and make it a little bit less of a mess in the process. Alright, so I was looking for some 1/2 inch or 5/8 hose that I thought I had, but apparently I didn't. So what I'm going to use is just a short little section of PVC here, and figure out how I want to wrap this guy. So I'm just putting the end of the pipe around the little funnel here that's on top of the frame, and when we reach up there with one of the oil filter wrenches, and it starts leaking everywhere, it's not gonna make a big mess on the frame or everywhere else. So get this guy started. Wasn't on there very hard, so that's good. This is where you will get a little messy if you're not careful. But you guys can see now it's leaking out the bottom into the funnel and then down here as well. Just like that. Fish it out of there. Oh, got oil everywhere. I'm all trying to be careful with the bolt and oil pan bolt, and I dropped the freaking filter down into the oil pan catch. Technically, probably should have been using the proper oil catch pan, but since my Colorado is so freaking tall, it almost doesn't work. Almost doesn't work to have a nice big catch basin like that. So yeah, we'll call it rust prevention. How about that? Because we definitely have a lot of issues with that here in Nevada. Rust prevention. Oh no! No oil everywhere. Skid plate in the way here. So with the skid plates I'm looking at making will be more protective, but will require removal for an oil change, which kind of sucks, but I think it's kind of where we're at with the whole design of GM. Mind you, this isn't a 4-inch Rancho lift, so this sway bar is going to be way up here, and it's going to be like in the way, but like not in the way, but it is in the way. So you're just going to have to work your way around it regardless. But yeah, rust prevention. That's my story. That's what I'm sticking to. I'll get your filter of choice here. I tend to just get a little bit of the old oil, doesn't matter. Get the O-ring nice and hydrated. This oil change is brought to you by simple green. Alright, so got the oil all drained out. We got the new filter installed. Now we're gonna put the new oil in here very carefully. Hopefully not making a whole lot of mess this time around. What I've done in the past is taken an old clean oil quart and cut it in such a way that resembles a funnel. This works really well for quart size bottles, but it sits right there, doesn't go anywhere. Get this larger bottle opened up here. New oil poured in. Like that. It's a mess getting it out. It's not very much of a mess getting it back in. There you go. No mess. Alright, let's go inside of the truck, and what we're going to do is we're going to reset the oil life error message or oil life message on the dash. Alright, turn the truck, we put the keys in. Key forward, but not till the truck is running, so just with all the lights on. And we're going to press the little trip odometer here. Guess I have to close my door, huh? There we go. Change oil. So click it once, clears it. Trip, oil life, your language, trip. So once we get to the oil life reset screen or menu here, hold it and you'll hear a bunch of beeps. And that's it. So there you go, guys. Real easy to change oil in these trucks. A little bit messy if you don't have the right stuff. Probably should have had like one of those little flexible funnels. Been meaning to get one of those, I just haven't. So maybe I'll pick one up. Do it on the next oil change I got to do. But yeah, the little clean old oil can or oil jug is. Quart can is just fine for that. As far as the filter goes, probably should have punctured the bottom of it. I think that's kind of the professional way to do it. Could have drained out just fine, and then would have been a lot less mess, and the filter would have been a hell of a lot less slippery, and I wouldn't have dropped it and got oil everywhere. So I'm gonna back this out and clean up my driveway, and I'll see you guys on the next video.